It is the start of another week. What's up, everybody? I think I'm live, right? I should be live. Pretty sure I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. All right, cool. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing today? Check it out. I got a new chair. Got myself a new chair. I have hated the chair that I had. I was using Tim's chair for a long time. That thing was nice. I was like, I got to get a good chair. Tim's got the nicest things, so I had to get myself a nice chair. Oh, it's so much better. My back thanks me, and I feel wonderful now. So, how was your weekend, everybody? Hopefully, it was wonderful. It's Monday. What have you done to further yourself, huh? Anything exciting? I went out and got myself a new chair. I mean, I already established that, but that's okay. I'm that excited about it. It's got all these sorts of fun levers and stuff down at the bottom. And you know what? I'm going to spin this here UFO because it's not spinning, and that's just not okay. You got to get this thing spinning. All right. Well, hopefully your weekend was great. I had an interesting weekend. I drove out to New Jersey. It was a drive. Grabbed the rest of my things, so I am officially done with Jersey. I wash my hands of New Jersey and the smell that goes along with it. No offense to Jersey, maybe a little bit, I guess. I've been making fun of Jersey for like 20 years. No joke. 20 years I've been making fun of Jersey. Anyway, today, someone just said spin the chair. I actually can spin the chair, but I'm attached to, you know what? Hold on. I think this is worth it. All right, that doesn't work as well as I thought it would. Anyway, I got some fun stuff today. I supposedly the president's being released right now. I was actually watching his Twitter feed. Like, is he gonna post him walking away? I'm still updating. Nothing's happened as of yet, but supposedly as of right now, 6:30 East Coast Trump time. He's supposed to be released. So I'm going to be talking about that, the silliness, that the conspiracies that are going around. There's some crazy conspiracies happening. People think he doesn't have COVID. Does he have COVID? Is it all a lie? Is it a stunt double? Some sort of body double that it's pretty funny. So we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about the SNL jokes. I don't know how many people watched the SNL episode. I didn't watch it, but I watched clips, so I saw some of the stuff that was happening. So we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about Governor Whitmer a little bit and what she's like basically being pressed that she pulled some illegal moves to do all these executive orders, over 180 or some crazy amount of executive orders pertaining to COVID. So we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about the new CDC information. They're talking about how it remains airborne for hours, that it can just linger, upping the fear mongering as much as possible. I'm assuming that's what it's all about. So, and then I'm going to talk about Sputnik a little bit. I don't know how many people know about Sputnik. It basically started the whole space race back in the 57, I think it was released. Anyway, we're going to talk about that because it was the anniversary. It turned 63 2 days ago. Yesterday. When was it? I think yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday. So that was fun. So before we get into it, please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you can just click it below. It's really easy. Just hit the subscribe button. Just bing, boom. And then all of a sudden you're subscribed. You can also hit the bell so you'll be notified when I go live, which is 6:30 Monday through Friday. And if you can and willing, you could become a member and help support my channel. And sharing probably is the best thing. So if you don't want to do any of those other things, you could share. But I think the most fun you can have on my show is smashing the like button. If you just you got to find it first. You got to make sure you know where the spot is, and then you smash it. Just smash. Yeah. So yeah, do that for me. That would be wonderful. And so thanks for coming, everybody. Let's get into this. Check this out. So, well, first and foremost, this is the tweet that President sent out earlier today. I will be leaving the Great Walter Reed Medical Center today at 6:30. Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it yet, but we'll see. Don't be afraid of COVID. Don't let it dominate your life. We have developed, under the Trump administration, some really great drugs and knowledge. I feel better than I did 20 years ago. I mean, that says a lot. That's not just saying I'm leaving. That's saying I'm leaving in tip-top shape, better than I was 20 years ago. Like, all right, buddy. Like, what are they putting you on? Some really good, it seems. And then this little gem caught my eye. He also had recently just sent this one out. It is reported that the media is upset because I got into a secure vehicle to say thank you to many fans and supporters who were standing outside of the hospital for many hours and even days to pay their respect to their president. And if I didn't do it, the media would say rude. I'm inclined to agree with him here. You know, so much that I mean, there was people that were straight up calling this guy like potentially killing these people. Actually, I'm going to pull this up because it's kind of ridiculous. I can't believe these people exist, and that kind of leads into exactly what I was about to talk about, because it is the media. It is this spin of the media that they think. Here we go. Check this out. Every single person in the vehicle during that completely unnecessary presidential drive-by just now has to be quarantined for 14 days. They might get sick. They may die for political theater. Which, for him or for what you're doing? Commanded by Trump to put their lives at risk for theater. This is insanity. Oh my gosh. You know, wasn't there a time when you would be okay with the president giving you hope? You know, they ridiculed him back in March, I believe it was, when he was trying to say, like, everything's going to be okay. You know, this isn't as bad as they're making it sound. Like, it's going to be fine. And they're like, oh, false hope. He's giving people false hope. How dare he? Everyone get your pitchforks. We're going to burn the system down. I mean, they were trying to burn the system down for many reasons, but it's a little ridiculous. But the conspiracies that have been coming out now, it's ridiculous. Look at this. It's from ABC. Is the president really sick? Is he? What? Misinformation circulates after Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis. Let's read into this. Check this out. Confirmation that President Donald Trump tested positive for COVID-19 sparks numerous conspiracy theories that the president is lying about his diagnosis. According to Data Miner, a social media monitoring service, tweets questioning the diagnosis peaks Friday at roughly 5 tweets per minute. Doubters included blah, 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 all these random pundits. Okay, there's no evidence that Trump and the White House is lying. I'm going to jump right to that. None. No evidence. Other social media users were suggesting that Trump's diagnosis is a hoax aimed at generating sympathy among voters or even getting out of the next presidential debate against Democratic nominee Joe Biden. There's no way. Trump wants to debate. He wants to debate him. This is obviously my assumption of it, but come on. That speculation shows up in Facebook comments on news stories about Trump. Quote, it's a lie. It is a lie. End quote. Well, if you heard it, someone said it on the internet, so it must be true. Now, this was from one Facebook user who wrote on a TV news network's post about Trump. They dug... Wait a minute. They found one user that wrote, it is a lie. And that's what they quoted. I'm sorry. Okay, that's funny. Come on, ABC. That's it. That's your source. Oh, well, they found a comment of one Facebook user. And that same person called it a strategy to not debate Biden anymore. Get out of here. I mean, people say Trump won. People say Biden won. It doesn't matter. Both sides think they won. He's not trying to get out of the debates. You know, Pence is going to debate. I think it's Wednesday is the VP debate, which I'm excited for. I'm certainly going to make some popcorn for that. and hear Pence call Kamala out for all the stuff that she's a hypocrite about. I really am looking forward to that, because she, you know how she turns it up when it's a debate, right? I mean, she basically can say all these things that it doesn't really matter. You can hold someone accountable during a debate, but when they choose you to be VP, well, it's just a debate. It's a debate. That was her reasoning for calling out Biden for his racism. And because it was just a debate. Now he's no longer a racist because it was just a debate. So I'm really interested to see how Kamala handles herself against Pence. Anyway, check us out. This is a similar post making groundless claims that were shared hundreds or thousands of times online. Is Trump faking COVID to avoid narcissistic injury of losing the election? One Twitter user asked in a post retweeted more than 4,000 times Friday morning. This hoax theory is just one of many rumors and falsehoods that have littered social media feeds over the last 48 hours. I've seen people comparing ears, like it's a different ear of some sort. There's this picture of him standing there with a reflection of his hand. They claim that it's wrong, so it must be some sort of deep fake, that he's not actually in the hospital, that he's fine, he's back in the White House still, and the person you saw walk into the helicopter is a fake, an imposter. Oh gosh. It's so funny how quickly these people will ridicule conspiracy theorists. Like, how dare they? They're conspiracy theorists. And now, what are you guys doing now? You're being conspiracy theorists. Talking about how, he doesn't actually have the virus. Oh, is that because he's actually fine? Because it's not that bad of a virus, that if you're healthy enough and you have good doctors, he's got the best doctors in the country, I'm sure he's going to be fine. He's got the tax dollars backing him up. I'm sure President Trump is going to be okay. But it's like, it's almost as if they're upset that he didn't die. Honestly, I feel like that might be the key to it. They wanted him. They straight up have been making jokes about it. It was trending for a little bit on Twitter on Friday when he had announced that he had it. Everyone's like, "Oh, great." So that actually brings me up to the next subject. This is ridiculous. Oh, here, let me just this sums it up perfectly. This is from Anthony B. Logan's website. Sums up this whole thing. Trump leaves Walter Reed and the media are devastated. Yes, they are. I'll just read it. President Donald Trump will leave Walter Reed Hospital at 6:30 time on Monday, October 5th, which is basically, we just passed it. I don't know if he's actually left or not. Let me actually check his Twitter feed. I have if anything's changed. Nope, nothing's changed yet, but that's fine. All right. He was admitted just days ago on Friday. The president had mild symptoms, including a lower than usual oxygen level, but nothing too major. Going to Walter Reed was more of a precautionary measure than anything else due to the immediate availability of the doctors and medical supplies that would be necessary to treat the president while he has the virus. It makes sense. He's the president of the United States. The president's doctors say that he has no lingering effects from the medication and that he is back. Trump is expected to resume normal duties in the White House as soon as Tuesday, October 6th. As a matter of fact, the president never really ceased his formal duties while in the hospital, even though the doctors and aides urged him to take a load off and rest. Trump was on a variety of medications to treat the virus. Those medications include the controversial remdesivir, but not hydroxychloroquine, although the president did ask about it. I was actually surprised about this too. I thought that he would for sure have been taking hydroxychloroquine, but I think he was saying that he may have had been used in the year. I'm not sure about that actually, but either way. Concerned supporters prayed and gathered outside of Walter Reed Hospital in Bethesda, Maryland for support, while others supported him from afar. Ironically enough, mainstream media and radical leftists appear to be the hardest hit by Trump's virus diagnosis. Several high-name journalists and even entire TV stations have gone into what can only be described as full-on meltdown. Media types are also nitpicking every single thing, then changing stances that they held moments before a headline is produced. One large point is of contention was the joyride or drive while still technically admitted into the hospital. Trump recorded several videos from the hospital, ensuring the nation that he was okay and in good spirits. In one of these videos, the president told his supporters outside of Walter Reed, who was given a mountain of pizza by a secret admirer, that he would give them a surprise. Moments later, he got into a gigantic SUV with a Secret Service and a lap around the hospital, waving it to his fans and the media. When Trump was initially hospitalized, the conspiracy was from the left alleging that he did not actually have the virus. They said that Trump simply wanted attention, sympathy, or an excuse to ditch the next debate with Joe, the very same people who floated that conspiracy theory of Trump not having on Saturday. And I don't necessarily blame them. I'm sorry. I seem to have lost the feed. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm on terrible internet, it seems, and I may have lost everybody. Can you guys hear me now? It's still. Am I live again? Oh man, that sucks. Oh, this is All right, so everyone can hear me, see me, huh? All right. Well, I'm here for you. I'm waiting. I don't know. All right. So listen. I hope you guys can hear me. Unfortunately, the internet here is not the best. And of course, up at 8 because Tim goes live with the Timcast IRL show at 8 on the nose. So I definitely don't want to do 2 streams at once. I don't think the internet can actually handle it. So I'm just going to continue. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right. Well, this is very unfortunate. I'm very sorry, everybody. I lowered my bit rate a little bit to see if I can, make it a little smoother. It seems like it's if you guys can let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys actually hear what I'm saying? That would help me out because I'll continue just explaining what I was talking about, even if the video seems to have cut out. I don't know what I can do. All right, let's see if. All right, well, I don't really know what to do. You guys can hear me. All right, so listen, whatever. I'm going to keep talking. Oh, okay. It seemed like I lowered the bit rate a little bit, and it does seem like I was texting someone to see if I could, if anyone was downloading anything in the house. All right, so I lowered the bit rate. It seems like that worked out a lot. All right, I'm going to continue on. That's fine. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with me there. That was very unfortunate, but hopefully this is good. I want to talk about SNL. So, yeah, what was I saying? It's basically what makes a joke go too far, right? How do you know if it's offensive, if it was a little too brutal? Now, SNL, they were riding the line. It was basically, right on the cusp of being too much. And probably if you're like a diehard Trump supporter, you'd been like, dude, not cool, man. Like, how dare you? And actually, you know what? To sum it up perfectly, this makes the most sense. Alec Baldwin defends playing Trump on SNL. If he was truly gravely ill, we wouldn't have done it. I mean, I think he's right. I think he's right. They rode the line. Chris Rock made a joke about, I guess President Trump caught COVID, and my thoughts and prayers go out to COVID. And it's like, all right, that's not the best joke, but I don't know. I didn't think it. It's like, good one, nice, but it's not like he's wishing anything bad to happen to Trump. Now, where it gets even worse and a little more dicey is here. I've got a picture of it. This is Jim Carrey plays Joe Biden, right? And he basically, I think they opened the show with saying, they did live from New York. It's Saturday night. All right, so he basically paused President Trump from talking, who was Alec Baldwin playing Trump, and he walks over and he was like, man, it was kind of cheesy, but he started talking about, if God were to send you a signal of some sort as far as watching, I don't know, if there was a sign that this wasn't the right thing, if things weren't going right, and then he kind of like he looked over at Trump because he had just gotten COVID, and he was like, but you can imagine it, right? We can imagine it. And it's just like, that's basically saying, it's not, man, I lost the stream again. I'm sorry, guys. This is, yeah, I don't know. I guess my stream has been cut short. I don't know what I can do about this, guys. If you can still hear me, I mean, it was just that kind of thing where Jim Carrey, it was just that line, it was like, is it offensive? Probably to half the country, because half the country likes Trump. The other half probably doesn't, the other half probably thought it was funny. And, yeah, so I don't know. It's just a little messed up that they kind of, they made this, these brutal jokes about the president being killed or being taken out. It's like, this is not okay. It's not okay to do that. He is the president. He is your president, and you gotta respect that at least. You gotta recognize that he is your president. There's nothing you can do about it. He's your president, not my president. Yes, your president. Yeah, that's how it is. That's. I'm gonna reload my studio and see if that helps at all. So, I mean, it is ridiculous. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry about the internet, everybody. The internet here does suck. The internet sucks. Clearly it sucks. So, I don't really know what, if you guys can even hear me smoothly. Hopefully you can. I'm just going to keep going because it's the only choice I have, right? So, it's all good. Check this out. Governor Whitmer says 800,000 Michiganders to lose unemployment benefits if court ruling goes into effect immediately. You mean the one where they tell you violated the laws? Yeah, let's read about this. Governor Gretchen Whitmer is asking for clarification from the Michigan Supreme Court about its ruling against her emergency powers, saying that up to 830,000 Michiganders could lose unemployment benefits if the ruling went into effect immediately. On Friday, the Michigan Supreme Court issued a ruling that many of Governor Gretchen Whitmer's emergency orders regarding COVID safety are not legal. The stunning ruling said she illegally drew authority from a 1945 law that doesn't apply. One aspect the court pointed out was the redeclared states of emergency in what has been a string of orders from Whitmer. The state of emergency is meant to last 28 days. The governor does not possess the authority to exercise emergency powers under the Emergency Powers of Governor Act of 1945. MCL 10-3.31 ET, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but because that act is an unlawful delegation of legislative power to the executive branch in violation of the Michigan Constitution. Accordingly, the executive orders issued by the governor in response to the COVID pandemic now lack any basis under Michigan law. Spelled out, the ruling says Governor Whitmer did not have the authority after April 30th to issue or renew any executive orders related to the virus. She's made 180 of them since then. 180. So she went above and beyond how, like, what her powers were as a governor. She went way past 28 days. Now, many will probably argue that this is an unknown variable. It's a novel virus. We don't know exactly how bad it is. So sure, let them have the authority to lock everything down. No, I don't think so. I think that's completely ridiculous. Now Governor Whitmer is asking that the court clarifies that their October 2nd ruling does not take effect until Friday, October 30th. Whitmer says if the ruling went into effect immediately, up to 830,000 Michigan workers and their families could lose crucial unemployment benefits. Or you're just trying to make it seem like that's the reason why, because it seems like your authoritarianism is catching up to you, Whitmer, and you're trying to make it seem like you care about the families. Oh, now you care about the families. Now you're not trying to, you're trying to go back on the fact that you did some illegal stuff. You were basically a mini dictator in Michigan telling people what they can and can't do until now the court has come down and said, you did it wrong, girl. So, I mean, that's what I'm seeing anyway. This is crazy. We need this transition period to protect the Michigan workers and families who are depending on unemployment benefits to pay for their bills and put food on their table, and to protect Michiganders everywhere who are counted on their leaders to protect them. Or you can open up the state and let them work because you shut it down. Look at South Dakota. They're doing fine. Look at Sweden. They're doing fine. Everything's fine. They're like, what's the, you know what? I want to look this up. I want to know what is the population of Michigan. We're going to find this out right now. I want to see. Population of Michigan. Let's see here. It is almost exactly the same. It's about 9.9 million. That's almost the exact same population of Sweden. All right, so Sweden didn't lock down. They didn't wear masks. Everything's fine. They're going about their days, and they're not going crazy, and no one's unemployed. Everyone's still working. So you're shutting it down, making them lose their jobs with your authoritarianism, with your executive orders that you're making that turns out are illegal. So now all those people that don't have jobs that are now on unemployment, that's because of you, Whitmer. You did that. So if you just stopped doing these orders and gave these people their jobs back so they can get back to work, maybe you wouldn't be in this position. Huh? Do you ever think about that? It's ridiculous. Check this out. Michigan governor vows to continue coronavirus measures despite Supreme Court ruling. She don't even care. She doesn't even care. She's just like, I don't care anymore. I'm going to just keep doing me. I'm going to keep locking everything down. These people need unemployment because I took their jobs away. That's all I'm saying. We got to open up everything. This is incredible. We got to bring the jobs back. People need to go to work again, not need unemployment. We don't need to become a welfare state. We've seen how that works for people. It doesn't do anything. The welfare state ruins lives. We got to get people off the welfare state, working again. That's why people like Trump, because he's giving jobs back. He's bringing jobs back to the country. That's a good thing. We need that, Whitmer. Open up your freaking state, please. Anyway, let's move on. Check us out. CDC acknowledges COVID-19 can spread by airborne transmission. Wow. Really? I vaguely remember back in April. No. You don't need masks. Maybe it was March. I don't remember exactly when. This year has been a blur. Lots of things have happened this year. They were telling us we don't need masks. Now we need masks. Now masks don't even work. Now it's in the air. It can linger for hours. Hours. Check this out. Man, this is from CNET. The U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention have now acknowledged on its website that COVID-19 can spread by airborne transmission. In an update Monday to their website detailing how the virus can be transmitted, the CDC now says coronavirus droplets can remain in the air for hours. Some infections can spread by exposure to the virus in small droplets and particles that can linger in the air for minutes to hours. These viruses may be able to infect people who are further than 6 feet away or after that person has left the space. So now the 6 feet rule is, you can get rid of that. Now we're not allowed to be 6 feet away. New York is about to shut down schools again. They're about to in-house dining. They're getting rid of that again. Now you can only eat outside. It wouldn't surprise me if Jersey jumped the gun and straight up said no more in-house dining anymore. It was delightful to eat inside. It's been so long. I mean, now I don't live in New Jersey. Thank you so much, Tim. Talking to Tim for getting this new spot. This place is dope. You guys wait till you see this place when we get this freaking place done. It's dope. This space is awesome. Tim's building a full half pipe down in the basement. We got this skate ramp in the front yard. It's dope. We got an arrow shooting range out in the back porch. It's awesome. And yeah, let me go to this camera. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I'm so happy to not be in a freaking blue state. Thank goodness for red states. That's what I'm saying. It's funny. I've never really been political in my life. I always thought I was a Democrat. It turns out I am not a Democrat. I am way more conservative than I ever remember being, but I'd never really, had to define myself politically because I never was involved in politics. I was busy, skateboarding or writing music, traveling the country, traveling the world for my job. That's what I was doing. I didn't worry about politics. I was like, politics. I'll leave it for the people that are actually political. And now I'm realizing like everybody needs to be political. We all need to be involved in this. So we have to pay attention. We have to know what's going on. And it's incredibly important. So, I mean, now like this whole COVID thing, I mean, I lived in Sweden. My wife went to Sweden in July and spent a month there. And she came back. She was like, wow, it was so nice to see people's faces. And, I got off the train and had a mask on. And everyone was looking at me like I was crazy because I had a mask. And I was like, wow, that must be nice. It's funny. I did leave Jersey. When I was leaving Jersey yesterday, I saw a group of guys going and had masks on. I was like, oh, look, faces. That's so sad to me. That excites me. Seeing faces. I mean, they were definitely all friends. They were like laughing and hanging out. So it was a cool, joyous thing to see. But the mere fact that I was excited to see faces, that blew me away. I was like, man, this is nice. We take for granted. Like, imagine going out and not seeing people wear masks at the store. Isn't that exciting to you? It is to me anyway. I'm looking forward to being able to just politely smile at people and say, hello, good day. And not just from my eyes, like that's all you can see. Like, hey, that's not enough. It's just, man. So this is crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Seems like Trump's going to beat it. Let's tune in on Trump's Twitter page to see if he has officially left. Haven't gotten anything from him yet. He hasn't officially left, but that's all right. So let's talk about this next thing. I'm done talking about COVID. I'm over it. Let's talk about space. I love this. Space history. I don't know how many of you know about Sputnik. Sputnik was like the beginning. Sputnik was launched by Russia. Let's see, I think 57. See what year October 4th, 19. So yesterday, 63 years prior, they launched Sputnik into the atmosphere, or not the atmosphere, into low Earth orbit. And that freaked us out as Americans. Like, we were freaked out. We were like, oh my gosh, they're going to shoot us from the skies and we need to get out there. And then within 6 months, NASA was out. We had a space program and we were getting it going. So we have to, we got to pay homage to the beginning, like Sputnik. We were freaked us out at first, but then like, look at what has happened from that space race. We're now occupying space. Humans have been occupying space for over 20 years. We've had humans in space for over 20 years. Not the same humans, but we've been occupying the International Space Station for 20 years. There's consistent in space. That's pretty cool to think about. You don't think about that too often. Like, oh yeah, we're on Earth. We're Terrans. We're human beings living on Earth. But then you think about the fact that we're living in space. We're living there. Now we're going to go to the moon. We're going to Mars. Elon Musk is building a starship, a literal starship that can fly up into space and come back down and land. Not like the space shuttle that needed a lot of help getting out of orbit, but now he's straight up building a rocket, and I'm super excited about it. So check this out. Oh yeah, keep reading here. Bonnie Dunbar, a 5-time NASA Space Shuttle astronaut, grew up in rural Washington State in a set of sheep herder cookhouses. She recalled as NASA oral interview, "There was no indoor plumbing at her place, and only a small oil stove allowed the family to stay warm. There was nothing around us," she said in a 1998 interview, recalling her first view of the satellite on October 4th, 1957. "At night, no lights to the north. The Milky Way was a big white band across the sky. That's how I saw Sputnik. It was my first real introduction to spaceflight. I was watching it go over." So people could visibly see it with their own eyes floating, across the sky at night. Like, that had to freak everyone out. So here I got the little more. This is from NASA. History changed October 4th, 1957, when the Soviet Union successfully launched Sputnik 1. The world's first artificial satellite was about the size of a beach ball, or 57 kilometers or 22.8 inches in diameter, weighed only 83 kilograms or 183 pounds, and it took about 98 minutes to orbit Earth on its elliptical path. That launch ushered in a new political, military, technological, and scientific developments. While the Sputnik launch was a single event, it marked the start of the space age and the US/USSR space race. These collections are not meant to be exhaustive, but they are meant to get researchers started in the right direction. Normally, we include a NASA-created material, but because Sputnik predates NASA by 6 months and was instrumental in the creation of NASA as an agency, the papers at the Eisenhower Library are the vital part of the story. So this is a full documentation of what they've got as far as what this is. I actually have, let me find it real quick. I have a size comparison. There's a picture of someone standing. Here we go. There it is. It's just to show you just the size comparison of how big Sputnik was compared to a human standing next to it. It's pretty cool. I mean, that doesn't look very big. And for people to be able to visibly see it in the sky, I mean, it's probably got lights that was flashing, but that's pretty crazy to think about. And then you think about where we're going. My gosh, where are we going? We got new engines, batteries are happening. It's, this from, I don't know if you were watching the episodes that I had with all my space experts that joined me, thanks to Michael Lane of Liftport. I know all sorts of stuff that is being planned. The moon bases, the lunar lift that they have planned. It's very exciting stuff. The stuff that's happening that we don't really talk about. Or I'm sorry, mainstream media isn't talking about, because they're so focused on the past, the things that have happened, what to be angry about, not to what to be excited about. The reason they bring up Sputnik, because it spawned a future. This satellite right here. All right, here, let's get the nice, clean, crisp picture of it. There it is right there. The beginning of the space race 63 years ago. But what this really was, this right here, this thing changed the future. That satellite, Russia sending that out, altered human history as we know it. We would not have, the technology wouldn't be the same if that didn't happen, if we didn't go into space. I'm sure eventually we would have. Rocketry became what it was. Now we're planning on going to another planet, not just going to our moon, but going to another planet. We're going to Mars. Now we're looking at Venus, going, there might be life there that we don't know about. So maybe we should go there. Now I see a lot of people randomly saying in chat, space is fake. Come on, do you believe that, right? No. Space is very real. We are very blessed to be on this wonderful Earth that lets us breathe, that has given us sentience. We have grown into what we are because of this planet, because of the sun, because of the moon, because of all the different puzzle pieces that have fallen into place in our history and Earth's history and the universe's history to lead us to now, to now moving forward, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be trying this space. That is the final frontier. Star Trek said it. They're right. That's the future. That we are going into space. And I'm very excited about it. It's the truth. That satellite has changed life as we know it. And that's what I want to do. I want to talk about the future. I want to move forward in life. A lot of people are so angry. They're still stuck and just mad at the way life is, instead of trying to figure out a way to make life the way they want to. Instead of, they're trying to burn everything down. They don't even have, I say they, and obviously I'm generalizing here, but, obviously the people that don't love the system, that think it's the system's fault, when the system is what puts food on your table at the moment, it's what takes your poop away. It's what gives us electricity. It's what gives us the internet. Sometimes the internet's not very good. That's okay. You do what you can whenever it happens. But I mean, what choice do we have? The only thing that you can do is sit and be a victim, or move forward and change your environment to how you want it to be, and there's no in between. You got to do one or the other. And I think we need to get people excited and figuring out how to change things for the better, instead of just burning everything down and blaming everyone else, because that's what I see happening all the time. So yeah. So anyway, that was I really want to apologize for the lack of the internet. Kind of glitched out a little bit on me. I don't know what happened, but that's okay. Do me a favor, smash that like button anyway, right? Come on, smash it for me. I had some technical difficulties, but I kept going. Let me spin. I'm going to spin that UF. This is for everybody out there still hanging out here, even though the internet was burping and hiccuping and buffering. But it seems like I'm in excellent shape now. I don't know what would have happened before, but it definitely something was going on. So I saw someone ask, why did I leave the other IRL? I didn't leave it. I miss it actually a lot. I really had a great time over on that show. Maybe one day Tim will ask me back, but that day is not today. But I am excited about what Tim's doing. He actually has some incredible guests coming. Speaking of incredible guests, I don't know if you guys know who Bryson Gray is. He is a MAGA star. He hit number one a couple times on the charts on iTunes. He's gonna be here tomorrow. I have to actually finish making my studio, because as it stands, I only have one camera that does this. So I'm gonna have him joining me tomorrow. He's driving here. I said it's a long drive, but he's going to be coming over and joining me on the show tomorrow. So we're not going to do subjects. I'm going to basically just do an impromptu interview with Bryson. I'm very excited about it. He's I've been following him for a long time, and seems like a really cool dude. So I'm really excited to just shoot the stuff with him. For the lack of swearing. Hopefully I can get him not to swear. I don't know if he does swear, but I don't know. He seems like a really, really great person, so I'm really looking forward to hearing. Maybe I'll have him spit a few bars. Maybe I don't know if he does any freestyling, but I can do some. Maybe I'll come up with a nice little lick. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I don't know. I noticed you picked up. I picked up my guitar. I don't know. I'm just, I felt like I don't know why I wasn't planning on playing a song. I just my guitar ended up in my hand, but I'm going to read some super chats, 'cause why not? That was my segments for the day. It was interesting. Zena Roth says first, and I sent that email. Thank you for sending that email. Matthew Hammond says, get Barricade Garage on the show. This dude is awesome. I don't know who that is. Who's that? Who is Barricade Garage? Anybody know who that is? I don't know who that is. That's cool. Huge Reaction says, I'm a swollen member. Just look at my nickname. Nice. Yeah, good one. Sparky says, I asked Dad what people thought about Sputnik, and he said old timers would ask, why do they want to go up there? Are they going to plant a crop? Sci-fi wasn't mainstream yet, so they had no concept. Yeah, because life before society was growing crops to not starve. That's pretty much all of humanity. We are so spoiled. We have no idea. I give thanks all the time because that's what we need. We need to. You have to give thanks. We don't Thanksgiving really one day. No. Give thanks every day. If you wake up, give thanks. Period. You know? It's like that's it. Back in the day, people had to farm all day long just to maybe get enough food to, sell to someone else and feed yourself, to make a little bit of profit to build a better house, or, support the big family that people would have. They would have kids, and the kids would basically be workers to work on the farm. Like, that's how it used to be. And that's not the way it is anymore. We are lucky to be in a place that we can do whatever we want to do. If you want to, and you work on it, man, it's crazy how different life is nowadays, huh? Sparky again says, drug company salesmen indirectly bribe even government doctors to push their new meds. This is only one reason why hydroxychloroquine wasn't used, 100%. Yeah, I don't, who knows, right? I mean, that does make sense. I mean, doctors, just because they're doctors doesn't mean they don't get paid to say whatever they want to say. Simple truth. How do you know? There's all sorts of different doctors out there that'll probably say whatever they want. Whoever the highest bidder. Chet Chisholm says hydroxychloroquine would be used to mitigate the cytokine storm. If they were able to intervene early and manage his symptoms, it may not be needed. This was likely early intervention to manage symptoms and observe. Right on. Oh, that's good. Hopefully, let's check. Actually, let's check on his Twitter feed. I did see someone in the chat say that Trump is back in the White House. So hopefully he is. I don't know yet. Haven't confirmed it. Chuck Morris says, the wife is watching PewDiePie and you can't stream. Priorities, people. Well, it seems like everything's working now. I don't know what happened there as far as earlier in the stream. So, all right. Acoustic Theory says March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Trust the doctors. October, don't trust the doctors. Yeah, right. Actually, no. There was I think right in the middle of August, there was like a week where the doctors came out and said hydroxychloroquine works. Why don't everyone's like, whoa, don't trust the doctors, don't trust those doctors. That huge group of doctors is no good. Don't trust those. I have no idea how to read your Russian name, but it looks like Russian. Hey Adam, you got to check out Spitting Image. They have an awesome Trump puppet. Oh, that's fun. Trump puppets, huh? I was thinking about getting some puppets because puppets are cool. I don't know. Miraculous Ladybug. Hey, what's good? Always love watching the show. You're nicely balanced, and I appreciate your positivity. Keep up the great work. Smash that like button and share. Thank you very much, Ladybug. You're always a pleasure to see in my super chats. So thank you so much. And she's right. Smash that like button. We got crazy awesome ratio going on as far as my concurrent viewers to likes. And that's all because of you all. I appreciate all of you. You guys are the best. Let's see it. Let's get to 2K, right? Smash it. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm watching it. I'm waiting. Smash it. Smash. 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 So if you haven't hit the like button, it's okay. I'm not going to be upset. I would be happier if you did, though. I'm just being honest. I'm an honest guy. I'm brutally honest sometimes, but that's okay. I don't mind. All right, where was I? Ethan Barron says, those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little bit of safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Ben Franklin. You're absolutely right. And man, what's happening right now? Oh, there we go. 2,000 likes. Thank you, chat. Chat, you're the best. What would I do without you, chat? I don't know, but I'm really happy that chat exists. I'm talking to every single one of you out there. You guys are the best. Mr. Trainer Guy says they were threatening to lock down Ireland again. We all said no, and then they didn't. Not enough people were standing up. More people are killing themselves. Yeah, that whole thing too is ridiculous. Like, they're not even taking into account that people are killing themselves because of being locked in. Like, when you get locked into a house, and you've got no, you're stuck with the people that you live with. Sometimes, not everyone gets along well, or you don't even live with anyone. You're by yourself, or, you're used to eating at a certain, maybe people work at a restaurant and that's where their food is. And then the restaurant gets closed. Number one, they lost their jobs. They don't even have enough to eat. You think about it, like your life was balanced a lot. Man, there was this statistic that most Americans couldn't even afford a $400 emergency swing. Like if they had to immediately pay $400, say their car broke down or something, and they needed to pay $400, they couldn't do it. That's so sad. So you think about how many jobs were lost because of this COVID thing, about this shutdown that was blown completely out of proportion. I'm not saying COVID was a hoax at all. I know it's a real thing. I know that the virus exists, but it was definitely blown out of proportion. Come on. I mean, you gotta admit that. There's no way it's as bad as it was. All the numbers were like fluffed. They're saying 200,000 dead are all Trump's fault, when in March and April they were saying 2.5 million deaths suspected. That's going to be the case. And it's like, okay, so then it's not as bad as we thought. 2 million people have been saved because of Trump, because of his policies. If you want to blame him, then all right, sure. On that logic, he saved 2 million people. Great job, President, because it could have been much worse. So it's crazy. I mean, 80,000 people die a year from just the flu. So it's a novel virus that, we don't know anything about. We're learning about it. And now we're finding it kills, twice as many people, if a little bit more than twice as the flu. And it's mostly old people. And it's mostly if you're already not healthy. Come on. Freaking open up the country. I'm looking at you, Whitmer. Looking at you, Murphy, Cuomo, de Blasio. Yeah, I'm looking at you guys. Wolf. These freaking Democratic governors are crazy. Anyway, Tom Powersock says, are you going to do the audio of your show as a podcast off of YouTube? Any chance of an Adam and Tim Friday night jam session? Man, I miss jamming with Tim. Those were fun sessions, right? You know what? Bombard Tim with let's do the jam session, because I'm down. I miss ranting with Tim. I oddly enough miss him telling me I'm wrong, and then me going, I don't care. It was rather fun. And then the jam too, because like we started working on a song together. I don't know. We'll see. That would be nice. Captain Remington says, Trump beat COVID 2020 in less time than it'll take for him to beat Joe Biden. Boom. Nice super chat. That's wonderful. Sparky says, Sputnik's beeps were likely commie mind control. Oh, come on, Sparky. You're normally so scientific, but... No, I know you're joking around. Jedi Knight Anna Quinn Cringewalker. Oh, I had a super chat jump. Give me a sec. The definition of failure should be being angry at a past you never lived while not bothering to build the future you want to experience. Yes. I'm going to read that super chat one more time for anyone who missed it, because that's how good it was. The definition of failure should be being angry at a past you never liked while not bothering to build the future you want to experience. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. I couldn't have said it better myself. That is exactly it. I love that. Hydro says, Explorer 1, first U.S. satellite and the first satellite to carry science instruments. The satellite was launched January 31st, 1958 from Cape Canaveral. Awesome. Sparky says, it's all done with matte painting, smoke, and mirrors. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Kenneth Soto says, better Tool album, Anima or Laterus or both? 10 out of 10 in my opinion. How do you... Honestly, every album Tool puts out is great. Even Fear Inoculum is great. All of them. I could just hit play on any Tool album and just be happy. No joke. They're Tool. I love Tool. Tool's awesome. I went and saw them actually in the beginning of the year. It was really amazing in Phoenix. They played at the Gila Arena. I don't remember actually the full name, but it was awesome. Good show. Let's see. Matthew Hammond. Raymond Huffman says, muffin button. I don't have one. Maybe one day I can get the muffin button. I'll get it going, though. Here we go. Matthew said, Barricade Garage is a YouTuber and car mechanic. Oh, cool. All right, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Sparky says, Army had the first free satellite, Explorer 1, after Navy failed with Flopnik. Amazing how Sputnik flew with the oppressive commie boot on its neck. Nice. But wait, I actually have that. Ted Turnipseed said, saw you on Agenda Free TV. That guy. I don't know. Wait, what? Did they play something? I don't even know what Agenda Free TV is. Did they play my my episode or something? Anyway. Oh, that's funny. Michael, you spelled your wrong. Talking to you, the guy who just made fun of me in the chat. I appreciate it, though. Love the haters. You know, if you have haters, you're doing something right? That's what they say. Gippy White, thou liketh button doth has been smashed. I love that. Old English. That's fantastic. The Gray Gamer says, hope Whitmer gets 360 no scoped in Call of Duty. Oof. That's a terrible thing to wish on anyone. Eric Burns, don't smash a store, smash that like button. Yeah, right? Why are we smashing stores when you could be smashing the like button, right? This guy gets it. Admiral Pancakes, there it is. Dude, the Daily Show with Trevor Noah has transitioned slid that says, has a transition slide that says TDS. Let that bake your noodle for a second. Keep rocking, bro. I will. Yeah, the Daily Show with Trevor Noah. Man, how cringy is that? It's like they became basically became a freaking MSNBC affiliate. I thought they were supposed to be comedians and make jokes, and I don't know what happened to that. So, Nick Zink says, flu is number 8 leading cause of death in the U.S. Not a big deal after all. I mean, death, it happens, right? Death comes for us all. We're all dying eventually, you know? So flu is just something that happens. And if you're healthy, you can beat it. So be healthy. Maybe work out a little bit. Talking to most of Americans right now. I love you. I love this country. But we're unhealthy. Man, I'm seeing some funny comments right now. David says, my understanding of Sputnik's signal was that the Russians could send a signal but not receive it. So it was leaked to the West and verified that way. Ah, interesting. Kenneth says, Adam, check out Inspiring Philosophy on YouTube. He uses different methods for proving the existence of God with science, philosophy, and history. Interesting. You guys want to hear a song? I mean, I'm already playing a song. But I'll actually play a song. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that. Deep dive into Anthony Fauci, huh? Fauci. What a guy, right? My goodness. No, you know, ACB, the nominee for SCOTUS. I think I might get into that. talk about her and see who she really is, because I don't think a lot of people know who she is, and I certainly don't. And one thing that has actually bugged me was everyone was complaining about the SCOTUS pick, but they didn't offer an alternative. They were just like, no, it's bad, it's terrible, it's the worst. Okay, well, who's an alternative? It's bad. It's just bad, all right, because Trump's picking it. It's like, come on, really? I don't understand. All right, song. He's bad. Play Pink Floyd. I don't know Pink Floyd. Let's deep dive on Adam Crigler. Really? Deep dive on myself? You guys really want that? A deep dive onto myself? Chuck Morris says, I'd work out, but the prigs shut the friggin' gyms. Yeah. Well, now with the new CDC stuff coming out saying actually gyms are a death zones essentially, because let me see, pull it up here. Where do I have it? Because the CDC acknowledges that COVID can be airborne. So, oh yeah, the guitar's really quiet. Here. It's your time to shine, guitar. It's not about me, it's about you right now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing. That's just my get to jam a song. I'm really excited to install this. I don't know if you guys know what this is. The 4K 60 Pro. This is from Elgato, because I tried streaming from PlayStation the other day, and it was like green. I don't know. The image was terrible. Someone asked me, Alan Ultra just asked me what my guitar's name is. I don't have a name. What do you guys think? I should name it. Maybe you can help me out. What do you guys? What should I call my name or my guitar here? I love this guitar. It's a beautiful guitar. It's a Martin. It's a Street Master. That's what it is. It's a Martin Street Master. What do you guys think I should call it, huh? Man, I love this thing so much. Almost heaven, West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. Psych! No. I'm not gonna do it. I can't play covers. Maybe I'll cover that and upload it later. Oh, everyone's got names for my my guitar. Let's see. The Dude, El Gato, Lucille, huh? Chewbacca, really? Bruce, Betty, Florence. I like Florence. That's not bad. Miss Maga, Anna, Margaret, Squiggles, Bertha. Dude, you guys are the best. Lydia. No, I don't want to name it Lydia. There's a Lydia that lives in this house. That'd be weird. El Cheeto. Really? John. No. It's a girl. No, it's definitely a girl. Come on, chat. It's a girl. I want to name it a girl name. Woody? Really? Woody? Come on. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna play my new song. This is called Freely. Life sucks sometimes, but when you realize it's not so bad, just move along. What choice do you have? You choose where your mind spends all its time. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When you find a smile, naturally, that's the magic, don't forget it. It'll help you see. In the dark, in the night, when you're trying to find your way home and you've lost your sight. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. And scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. Thank you, everybody. Well, I mean, now that you're in here, you want to play Find Yourself? Sure. A sporadic, a little impromptu Find Yourself. So I don't know if you heard Nish singing in the background, but I'm gonna play Find Yourself now. That song was called Freely. I see some people asking for the name of that. That actually isn't a bad idea, Nick. It could be Eve.
Adam's Eve.
It's a pretty good name for this guitar, actually. I like it. You like it? Mm-hmm. I like it too. Oh man! So this song is called "Find Yourself," yeah, I'm gonna rock this out, and I have a special guest. Well, they can see your shoulder. Anyway.
Do you want me to move in the background?
No, if you want to, yeah. I could scooch myself over a little bit. Sorry, UFO. I just killed the UFO. All right, one more song. Then we're going to get out of here. I think I am running a little... No, we got a little bit of time left. That's fine. Let's see. Huge reaction says sperm can also be airborne. Heyo. Sparky says USSR didn't think anyone would care, so news of Sputnik was on back pages in Pravda. Only after the West freaked did they realize its importance. Super Dank says, Adam, look into the CDC and their new world order rules. Also, let's hear you play a classic. Have you already said it's a shiso? That was new. Interesting. Mark G. Yeah, I don't know. A classic. Well, Find Yourself to me is a classic, so I'm about to rock that out. Let's see. Mark G says, dang it, I gave Timcast IRL money way back for you to cover country roads and you tease it like that. I'm sorry, Mark G. I actually remember those days when I people were asking me to cover that song. I promise I will definitely make a cover and post it up. Grizzlock says, neighbor Lady Liberty. I don't know, Eve is kind of good. I kind of like Eve. Gypsy White says, I've tracked COVID's numbers every day. The CDC's numbers are always lower than all news reports. Plus, the news says they're only reporting COVID's numbers, but the CDC reports COVID, flu, and pneumonias combined, and they're always lower. I mean, is it surprising? Jedi Knight Anaquin Cringewalker says, I've been running at this hour every day and have lost about 15 pounds this month. The mountain song is very good vibes to reach my goals to. Awesome. Really proud of you, man. That's awesome. Good job. Abigail, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate that. Super Dank says, you've already said your guitar's a she, so it should be a female name. I know, Eve is good. I like the name Eve. Here, can you hold that for a sec? I'm going to try to do this on the quicks. You guys don't understand how difficult this is.
You got the magic touch.
I mean, I've gotten pretty good at it, actually. I'm sorry for knocking you down, UFO. Don't be mad at me. All right. Okay. All right. So this song is called "Find Yourself," and I have my lovely wife Nishra to join me. Thank you for joining. Okay. Our Retro says, that was your song? Do you have it recorded? It's really good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't have it recorded. I literally wrote it 2 weeks ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago now. But I will play some more stuff. And then Sparky says, name your guitar Temptress. No, I think Eve might be it. I think I like Eve. It's the nicest guitar I have. Anyway, let's get to it. This is Find Yourself. All the saints are calling all the masses. They want your soul, go pay all their taxes. Don't fear your belief of what you are inside. Hold it dear, it's the truth that they're trying to hide. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul, and find yourself. No one else will find yourself. No one else will. The house is on fire.
It got too hot.
This song is so fiery. It's so good, I lit the house on fire. Hey, can I get just a little taste? A salivatic little getaway? Or are you on your knees swallowing the answers? Authority, see, they don't take chances. Are we blind? It's a crime that we can't ignore. I think it's time we show them that we'll take no more. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul. Find yourself, 'cause no one else will. Find yourself, 'cause no one else will. We must unequivocally disobey. Help me, Horace, let me seize the day. With a Guy Fawkes mask, true determination, anonymous bliss, who controls the nation? Are we blind? It's the crime that we can't ignore. I think it's time we show them that we'll take no more. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul. And find yourself, 'cause no one else will. 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 Nice. We lit the house on fire. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for that impromptu little jam session. on one mic. But that was fun. Thank you, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Desmond says, "I'm sorry I'm late, but you guys are dope." Well, thank you, Desmond. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, that's cool. Yep, and that was fantastic. What a cool show. I had a lot of fun. I know the stream got a little funky in the middle there. So thanks for tuning in and bearing with me. And maybe the house is on fire on the other side of the house. I should probably go check. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I will be back tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Bryson Gray is going to be joining me. Hopefully, I'll get him to spit some music with me. He's got some great music out there. So awesome time. See you next time. I will be tuning in on my Twitch channel at 10 p.m. tonight. I must wait until the Timcast IRL ends because, as we've proven tonight on this episode, the internet is not very good. So anyway, don't worry. We've got that figured out, or new stuff is coming in. Anyway, thanks a lot. Oh, Nick says it reminds me of the 3 Days Grace back with Adam Gontier. Missed the 2000s alt rock era. I mean, that's kind of when I was a teenager in the 90s / early aughts. So I kind of lived into that kind of music. So thank you, everybody. Bert's overheating. No, Bert's fine. I'm looking at him. He's good. And that's the name of my computer for those who don't know. Some nuclear definitely knows it. Anyway, you guys are the best. Mr. Squiggle says Lydia burnt water again. How do you burn water? It's pretty funny. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I will see you tomorrow at 6:30 with Bryson Gray. It's going to be a great episode. So make sure you come and spread the word that he's going to be on the show because it's going to be a fire episode. Even more so than tonight. So we might actually start some fires. Yeah, it's a sign. Oh, you guys have a great night. I'll see you next time. Hey, shut up. Shut up.